Shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis's, and I believe our children are. And Astropro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astropro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astropro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astropro. Go to astroproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astropro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astropro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
Hi, I'm Brandi.
I'm Stephanie.
And this is your weekly dose of BS. Man, I do feel like things are moving and shaking around here, or at least in Hollywood.
Okay, so speaking of moving and shaking, well, first of all, Brandi made a very good point before we started recording. A lot of people have been canceling shows lately.
Yes.
A lot of people. So Lady Gaga had one in Florida, and that got rained out before she got to sing Rain on Me. What a shame. And then I saw that, what's his name, Lil Baby or something?
Who's Lil Baby?
I don't know. He's a rapper. He canceled on a show in Vancouver and said he was sick, but then he was out seen partying in Vegas that night. And then I was reading the other day, actually I saw a horrible video. Post Malone was performing on stage, and you know there's like the middle of the stage goes down, it rises up, whatever.
It's like where the instruments like for an orchestra.
Yeah, so they can get out in the middle. Someone had the thing lowered, and he tripped. He didn't fall through the hole, but he tripped on like the front of it, and the way he landed, he broke 3 of his ribs.
Oh my gosh. It was horrific.
Oh.
If you see the videos, like he's like screaming, like it's so much pain.
It looked so, I think if he would have fallen through, it would have been much less painful, but he didn't. He like fell on the other side of the hole, and it wasn't great.
I watched somebody who went to the concert, and she said that she was like, I was a huge fan before, and now I'm like such a fan. Like he's such a class act, because I guess he got help. They took him off the stage, checked on him. Then he came back out
and
with
he
3
was
broken so much pain, and finished out like 3 more songs.
Can you imagine?
Cannot imagine.
And then he addressed the city and said that he was going to be back. So,
wow.
Yeah, he's going to finish his tour and he'll be back.
And he was like so apologetic, and people were like, "What? You hurt yourself?" Yeah, it was
I
so
can
crazy.
imagine. Who else is canceled tour? Shawn Mendes
Luke
canceled his
Combs.
entire tour. Luke Combs canceled.
Yes,
Why?
he did, because something was going on with his voice, his vocal cords.
Oh, I know Shawn Mendes canceled for like mental health reasons. Demi Lovato said this is her last tour, but I don't really know who asked for this one, so that's not too much of a loss there. But
So
crazy stuff.
Things are happening.
What is the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you, like in public? Like, have you ever fallen in a situation that was like just really not a great time to fall?
Yes,
Really?
At one of the professional hockey games. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, yes I do. Yes I do.
Oh my gosh.
Yes I do.
Yes.
How did I forget that?
Oh, yes. And my kids were sitting there, and these fans were yelling, "You idiot!"
Wait. Explain the whole situation.
They're like, Mom, the lady back here was calling you an idiot.
Explain what happened.
I'm like, well, there was a red carpet that they put out, and then and at the end of the red carpet, the 2 players from both the captains from the teams were coming together to shake hands, and I was supposed to drop the first puck.
Yes.
Well, I dropped the puck. Well, then I turned around to leave, but I didn't realize that they were going to shake my hand too. So I turned around because they were going to shake my hand.
And you're on ice at this point, right?
Yeah. Well, when I turned around, I guess I moved the red carpet because it was very paper thin red carpet. And when I did, I slipped on the ice and I fell, and not once but twice.
Were you wearing heels?
I was wearing Stuart Weitzman's like silver boot heels. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I believe if you really, really go back at Brandi's Instagram, I do believe that she posted this whenever it happened a long time ago, and it's a magical
We need to resurrect that video.
Yes.
It's so good.
I mean, it went pretty far.
Stephanie, what about you?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of, I fall a lot because I'm not the most amazing thing. But like one that I really remember is walking into a bar with Travis and I forget what bar it is, but Brandi, we used to always go there. And when you walk in, there's like a mirror, like right in front. So you turn and then you walk and then there's a mirror. And I remember seeing this girl in front of me. Yeah, the candle room. And I was like, oh my gosh, she looks really good tonight. And then I ran into it. I did not realize it was me. I literally, have you ever been so drunk that you're like, I'm like, oh, I like her dress. And then I hit it. Fell backwards, and then everybody came to make sure I was okay. It was really embarrassing. Oh. So that's like one. I mean, I do feel like I fall a lot, but that's like one that.
Because if you would have walked fast, you probably would have broke the mirror.
Oh my God, yes, it would have been horrible. But I feel like I fall a lot. But when I'm drunk, I really don't care. That one was just a little embarrassing because I saw it coming. Like I saw the person in front of me. I just kept getting closer to her.
We told this story before, but our friend Hunter had, I think, hands down the most embarrassing injury. One that he hates that we tell this story and that we mentioned him by name, but he took a gentleman suitor home from the bar one night.
Oh my God.
And the lights were off and something like he was moving, like switching positions or something, and the guy was moving the same direction, ended up elbowing him in the eye and gave him a black eye.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I think he made you cover it up with makeup, and it was a whole
thing.
thing.
And then I had to talk with him about decisions in life.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Yes.
What do you think I was going to say?
He brought a man home, and then he pooped himself.
That's
what I thought you were going to say.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Actually, I could imagine Hunter doing that, unfortunately for him. Yes, I really could.
That is like gay one. You make sure that the Hershey Highway is clear. There are no backups.
Oh,
that
yes.
is.
Speaking of. Trey even taught me how to clean my Hershey Highway one time.
She was constipated once.
I was so constipated. I could not. I was in pain. The highway was clogged for 2 days, and it needed to move. So Trey was like, "I got you covered." So he brought me whatever he uses.
I bought her a fleet.
Yes, and then he told me how to do it, and then I called him, and I needed.
Wait, see, that would just be too much work. Like every time you want to hook up, you've got to go fleet yourself.
Okay, listen. You know what? Let me tell you something. And there's nothing more annoying when it then does not happen.
Then what? When
that you power wash your booty hole out, and then
nothing
happens. The night just flies by, and it's like, then why in the world? Yeah. So let's.
Oh my gosh! Well,
ask Zach. Nothing will make me more
you're
mad.
Supposed to sit with it in there for like 3 minutes. That's the longest 3 minutes of your life. I'm like 1,000, 2,000. I already have to poop. I'm like, oh.
So I have to tell you. Speaking of this situation, did you know that when you said Hershey Highway, it reminded me of it. The copperheads, the snake.
Oh yeah.
You know how they have like little Hershey kiss marks going
yes.
down their little
body
scales.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, so we're talking about this situation, and then this girl that I know has a pet snake, and like a big pet snake. I can't remember what kind, but
like how big?
Like huge.
Like more than 6 feet?
Yes.
Oh,
like a big one. So she called the vet because the snake, she sleeps in bed with her.
What in the world?
Strange, yes. So
do I know this friend?
No.
Okay.
So she called the vet because she's like, I don't know, but the past few nights the snake has been like sleeping straight, like next to me, like straight, like all the way laid out. And the vet was like, you need to get rid of that snake immediately because he's sizing you up to eat you.
Oh, my God.
Well, and the whole time she's telling this story, I think she's going to tell me that the snake wants to, like, bang her. Oh, my God. Until she says it wants to eat her.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
that
Well,
is horrible.
So don't sleep with snakes, people.
Did she get rid of it? I would not
even. She got rid of it.
I would 100%. If my animal was wanting to eat me, I would 100% get rid of it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. That's why, no.
Well, I don't know why you'd sleep in bed with a snake to begin with.
She was going to start telling me that she was masturbating.
Was going to slither all in there?
Can you imagine? Yeah. Oh my, that would be the most god-awful way to die.
Oh wow. Yeah, stick that thing up your Hershey Highway. That wouldn't go well. Oh my gosh.
No, but Trey, if you fleet it out, I'm sure that snake will crawl up your booty hole if you want.
Also, TMI, one day, this was like years ago. I came home drunk from the bar and I decided it was time to clear her out. And I sneezed before I had cleared out the highway. And when I sneezed, I released, it was a whole, I had to repaint the wall.
Wait, in your room?
In the bathroom.
Oh my God!
They have foam
Actually,
cleanser spray
you
for your wall.
do eat
Trust me,
bad,
I tried
I'm sure.
the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Nothing worked.
Oh my God!
Anyways, we got off track with that one. But anyways, I'm
After
glad
that
that we're all okay.
On that note, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. You guys know we love BetterHelp. What a weird transition, right? You guys know we love BetterHelp. I have used BetterHelp for, oh my gosh, since the pandemic when I really needed some help. And I love it because I, again, don't have to leave my home. You guys know I do not like to leave my house. I'm a woman who likes to stay in one place. And you can speak to a therapist in the comfort of your own home. You can do video chat or you can do a phone call, and you can text your therapist throughout the month to check in. BetterHelp is just a fraction of the cost of traditional therapy. I know, I've done both. And you're matched to your perfect therapist by going online, filling out a quiz, and then based on the answers to that quiz, you are matched to the perfect person to fit your needs. If you're thinking about giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online, which is my favorite part. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/weeklydose to get 10% off of your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose.
Okay, so Stephanie shared this story with me that I had seen a little bit of about Cara Delevingne, but Stephanie has done a full deep dive.
Okay, yes. Okay, so this always makes me so sad because I think she is absolutely beautiful, and I always thought she had such a good,
So talented, too.
super talented.
Great
she's
actress.
a great actor or great actress. She's so beautiful, but also she always seemed to be pretty down to earth. Like whenever you watch her in interviews. But they have videos of her with just very erratic behavior, and a lot of people are saying it seems like she is on some very heavy drugs, where she is outside, I think, of an airport, and she's just walking very erratically, just...
Yeah, there was this weird video of her. She was like on Jay-Z's private plane, and she sat there with the plane on the ground for about 45 minutes, but the flight never took off. And she was walking around the airport like in just socks, and it was kind of strange.
Just looking super disheveled. I guess they saw Margot Robbie coming out of her house in tears. But it's just so sad because I do love her. And I just feel like it happens a lot in Hollywood where people turn to drugs and then they're doing so well. And then it turns out that they're dealing with all this substance abuse. And she looks like she's going through something. I will say that. Not to be rude, but she looked not like herself.
Well, and I did read that she was supposed to have her own New York Fashion Week event, but she never made it to New York City. And then she also was supposed to attend the Emmy Awards and didn't show up to that. So she's spoken before in the past about her fears about coming out as pansexual and just reminding herself to be genuine, but it's unclear kind of what has spurred the behavior recently. A source says that her friends really want her to get treatment and go into some sort of program that involves mental health therapy and substance abuse treatment. But I think it's always interesting when stuff makes it this far into the media, because clearly this has been an issue for a minute. And I'm almost wondering if like her friends are, because I mean, you know, paparazzi don't just like sit around outside her house. Someone said, hey, she's here. Margot Robbie's there. Someone's going to be leaving soon. I'm almost wondering if this is her friends now like pushing it, making it a public issue to get her into treatment.
Yeah, maybe.
Which wouldn't be a bad route to go, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, you're not listening to us. Maybe you'll listen to the front page of a magazine.
Well, and I also think whenever things get public, like whenever the public finds out, usually it's because things have spiraled so much, because a lot of times you can keep things secretive for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it's so noticeable in public just makes me really, really sad for her. Because like I said, I think she's just so, like, she has everything going for her.
I think it's really hard when you have someone you love that has a substance abuse problem, because you can drive them out all you want. There is nothing you can do that is going to, at the end of the day, stop them from getting what they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's just you send them to rehabs. I have a friend that's told me this. He's like, rehab's easy. Once you get out of rehab, that's not easy.
Yes.
Because then you're faced with the struggle and the temptation all over again.
Because you have the same friends, you have the same life. Like you're having, it's. I've had an uncle who dealt with substance abuse, like hardcore drugs, and I will say, probably he would agree, it ruined his life. Like now he, is sober, but. I was talking to my mom and I'm like, it's so sad because he's like in his 60s and he doesn't have things that other people have to show for their life. Like he doesn't have a house. He's like still renting. He has cars that break down all the time. It's like he doesn't have the stability that most people have that work their whole life to have, because so much of his life he struggling and working on addiction. So it's really, really sad. But I will say, I think addiction, drinking, anything like that, it's you have to want it. Like people can want it for you, but unless you want it yourself, unless you're at a point where you're like, okay, I cannot live like this another day, I think I don't know. It's just like for our family, you had to just kind of step back and wait till he hit rock bottom.
Absolutely. I mean, I have a family member that has dealt with something very similar. And I was telling Stephanie last week, we were coming home from lunch or something, and we were sitting at a stoplight, and there were a few homeless people that they were asking for something. And I told her I used to really not understand how in the world people got there. Like, where is their family to take them off the street? Until I dealt with it within my own family. Like, you know what? I actually get it. Because until that person has hit rock bottom and realized, Stephanie made a very good point, until they realize they can fail, there's not a turning point.
Yeah.
And it's so true. And sometimes you helping people is only hurting them, which is sad because you want to see the people around you succeed, but it's not always the case.
Yeah.
I read an article about Lamar Odom and his journey to recovery and what he kind of went through. And you really have to give credit. And your point is saying that you can hide things from the public eye. I mean, he was, doing everything that he was doing while they were in full force filming.
Yeah.
And
While he was married to a Kardashian.
Yeah, and
like,
they kept it very, I feel like, private for the most part. And until it was over. Like she was just done. So
it's very true.
Yeah.
Speaking of substance abuse, have you all heard of sleepy chicken?
No.
Okay.
Until
This is about as dumb as eating a Tide Pod. So, sleepy chicken is what it's called when you marinate chicken in NyQuil.
That just sounds like it tastes like
just doesn't even
your Hershey Highway.
So, could you imagine? Gross. So some people say that it helps with cold symptoms, but a lot of people say it is very unsafe. I'm with them. So basically how this works is the NyQuil is boiled, which is very dangerous apparently because it's much more concentrated and powerful and has these charged properties according to the FDA. So just smelling it can even be dangerous. Boiling NyQuil and smelling it is not
But
great
they're eating
for
it?
you. So the FDA says that inhaling vapors during the cooking process causes the drug to enter the chef's
the cook
system and potentially causes lung damage. So yeah, people are they're.
Why wouldn't you just take your NyQuil?
I don't know.
Not make it with. First
Have
of
you
all,
been on TikTok? There's a lot of things.
Well, I've not seen this one yet. However, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard because it's going to taste bad. So dinner's ruined.
They're probably eating it.
They're eating it, right? Or are they just inhaling it?
They're eating it.
That is
They're
just
marinating their chicken in NyQuil.
And they're probably feeding it to their children. That's horrible.
Yes. That's
use
disgusting.
Like Z-Quil. That's probably not good advice either.
No,
but
Trey, don't cook your chicken in medicine. My goodness.
Yeah, isn't that how they make hardcore drugs?
Probably.
I mean, I don't know what they use. I mean, I used to watch Breaking Bad, and I don't know if NyQuil was one of the things, but maybe. But yes, they do. You can make your own hardcore drugs. I've never done this, like you to know, but you can.
Disclaimer?
Yeah, disclaimer. I've never done this.
It's a scary world we live in. You know what's not scary, though? The results that you receive from Nutrafol.
That is so true. Okay, so I love Nutrafol because Brandi got me on Nutrafol because her hair always looks so luscious. As you can see, it's always
Brandi
amazing.
has the thickest, best hair.
The best hair.
Thank you.
And I have the worst hair, so it's always really bad for my confidence to be friends with her because she'll get in the water and come out and look like the Little Mermaid, and I look like Ursula.
Oh, be quiet. But no, I love Nutrafol. I've been taking it now for almost 2 years.
Yeah,
Really?
forever.
Wow.
And
Yes.
people ask me all the time if I have extensions, but no, this is my hair. Thank you.
Good for you.
Right?
Hair is
Extensions
so
are
much
expensive.
more than physical appearance for women. It shapes our relationship with ourselves from the inside out, defines our identity, self-image, and self-confidence. Female hair loss is a reality for millions of women, yet most are reluctant to discuss it publicly. Nutrafol is looking to unite and support women through the personal impacts of female hair, struggles like thinning and shedding by creating a space to connect, share, and bond with others. Podcasts are obviously all about talking, and Nutrafol would like to open up a larger conversation through real women sharing real stories about how their struggles have impacted them. I mean, for me, it started with just, I was going through everything. Like I went and had everything tested, and I needed progesterone, and I needed testosterone, and I needed like everything. But I wasn't having results with my hair. So Nutrafol works for me. Your hair story could help another woman. Join the conversation at shedthesilence.com. That's shedthesilence.com.
What is something dumb you did when you were younger that you're like, wow, that could have really hurt me?
Oh, I did something really dumb when I was younger. Not like this dumb, but I had to go to the hospital. I was roller skating outside. This was like in 4th or 5th grade. And then all my friends decided to get on their bicycles. So I decided to go on my bicycle with my roller skates on. And I got myself so hurt. My mom tells a story because she said that like I had to go to the hospital, and she said that they like... It's like one of those nightmares if your parents, like you have to be separated, because the story was so ridiculous that they were like, did this really happen? So they separated my mom and myself to make sure that it wasn't like child abuse.
Oh.
She was like, it was horrible. But that's like probably one of the, I mean, I do a lot of stupid things. So, but that's like one of the ones that I remember I knew was really stupid, but I still did it.
Brandi, what about you?
Yeah, I think I've told this story before, but when I was in college, we went to a bar and I wasn't of age. And I remember being like, ugh, I'm leaving the bar. And I decided to walk home, and we were like in South Padre Island by myself on the beach. Well, this guy started following me, and he kept grabbing me like as I was walking by the beach, and there was nobody there. And then I told him that he needed to leave me alone and get away from me because I was an undercover cop.
Oh my God, that probably saved your life. Oh my God, that's actually
Like,
one of the
girls,
smartest
do not
things you
walk
ever
around by
Yes.
yourself at night.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so off the topic, but I was on TikTok the other day, and I saw this video. It's the craziest thing, and it was a girl, and she's like, mile 1, and then she's talking about her first mile, how she's feeling. She's like doing 9 miles that day. Mile 3, she kind of every mile she talks about it. Yeah. Mile, point 10, point 10.
Just left the driveway.
Yes, I'm done. So she gets like, mile 3, and then after mile 3, she pops back up, and I'm like, and she is like almost in tears, and she's like, this red car keeps driving. He's driven by me 3 times. And she's like, and she was like, I'm so scared. Like, I don't know what to do. I feel like he's like kind of waiting for me, or trying to do something sketchy is going on. So then she gets on, and then like she kind of keeps going back and forth on the TikTok, and then she comes back, and she's like bawling. She points the camera. The guy is at the end of the road under a tree trying to be hidden where she's going to run, just sitting there waiting for her. So she freaks out, and she ends up going to, and this is like in the country, she goes to a neighbor's yard. She has this whole thing filmed, asks him if she can stand in her yard, in his yard, to have her parents come and get her, because this car was sitting there waiting for her. It was the craziest TikTok ever, but it kind of shows you that like things like that happen to you. Like it's like even running like during the day, there are crazy, horrible people out there.
You know what? Heroic Holman over here once, we were walking down Cade Trail, and there was this lady, I think she was a nurse, and she was walking the trail home from work at like 11 in the morning, and there was this guy that kept messing with her, and Stephanie told the man off and told the girl to walk with us, and she did, and
yeah, we were best friends.
probably saved her life. Maybe not, I don't know.
He was scary. He was definitely very, like on drugs or had something was wrong with him. He was definitely very scary. And I would want somebody to walk with me if I was getting harassed.
There was another one that I saw where this young girl went into a CVS pharmacy, and when she went in, she noticed that this van pulled up like right next to her, and when she got inside the CVS, she started filming it, and she noticed that there was somebody on the passenger side, and they kept watching to see when she was going to come out. So then the manager of the store walked out with her to the car, and then the car pulled out really quick and took off.
Wow. All right, let's talk about the Beverly Hills reunion.
Okay, so did anyone see this? Because I sent a message out. I swear to you, I saw it somewhere on some Bravo account. I did not take a screenshot of it, but I saw somewhere where somebody was saying that first of all, side note, every time you have a reunion, you get like 3 or 4 episodes, whatever the last like 3 to 4 episodes are, you get those like a few days before and you have to binge watch them, right? And it works out for Bravo because everyone's so pissed off at each other by the time they get there because they just had a big dose of everything everyone said about them right before the reunion, that the reunion's usually explosive. So what I read is that they call her like Minton. I think they're scared to say her name, but Kathy Hilton.
Kathy Hilton.
Yeah.
Yes.
But whenever they say it, they kind of use a different name for her that rhymes with Hilton, but Milton, because I think they don't want to get sued. It's really weird. But and I don't know if this is true or not, but I read on some Bravo thing that like she has all of these lawyers involved. So they're kind of scrambling with editing. So the people that were like the girls did not see the last like 3 to 4 episodes because of all this legal stuff.
I saw something where it was about apparently Lisa Rinna said that she said that she would destroy her own sister's family.
Oh yeah, that's
this week's
that
episode.
Was this week's episode. Yes. So in the car, I guess she had like a meltdown, and at first I was like, I would normally be like, oh, I don't know if that's true or not, but even Sutton was saying that it happened, so I'm like, okay, that is probably true because they're not really great friends.
But see, I think I figured Beverly Hills out. I went back and rewatched the mid-season trailer, and we have not seen anything amazingly disastrous happen in Aspen except for Erica leaving the house. I feel like if there was something crazy, they would have put it in the trailer. But the trailer, if you go back and watch it from 6 months ago, Kathy opens it up with an interview. She's talking to someone else, and the guy's like, I heard that you were throwing stuff and da-da-da. And she was like, that did not happen. That is not me. And then the trailer ends with Kyle saying, someone is trying to take my sister down. And Lisa Rinna is like, where? And she's like, someone within this group is trying to ruin my sister. I think what happened is that someone in the cast was leaking stuff to the media trying to say Kathy is a monster, but I don't think anything ever happened. And here's why. Kathy is a Hilton. There is no one better media trained than a Hilton. She produced Paris Hilton. I think that's why she gives us the whole ditzy act. I think she knows exactly what's going on. And there was probably a moment where she got frustrated, but I would have too, because they were all being annoying and disrespectful. And I see why she would have gotten mad, but I don't think there was actually a big Kathy blow up for Kathy to even have her lawyers go after. Also, y'all know, just signing these contracts, there's really not much you can do every time they're online.
Yes. Yeah. However,
I feel like there's been multiple occasions on Housewives where I have heard and can confirm that people hire attorneys to protect themselves and because they don't want the truth out there.
Because they try to scare Bravo. But I also think when you do that, Bravo usually fires you.
Then you're done.
Right?
Like I just don't think...
Or the show is canceled.
Yeah. I mean, I even heard, I'm not going to get into it too much, but I even heard that kind of happened a little bit on ours with some attorney stuff.
I heard that too.
Yes. And I don't know 100% for sure what it was, but I did hear from very, very, very reliable, not one of the girls' source, that something like that had happened.
And that'll take down a show.
Yeah. And the Bravo's like, especially if you're not super high rated show.
They don't like a liability.
Yeah.
Well, I think, long story short into all that, I don't think that there is much on Kathy to make a problem. I think whoever leaked these stories about her is still doing that, and they're trying to make her look bad. That's my guess.
Well, here's my biggest problem is, with the Kathy Hilton stuff, is, everyone was saying that she said all these, horrible things, racist, homophobic things, right? And if that doesn't come out, like from what I saw the other day, it was all about like her kind of throwing a temper tantrum, but why just leave it at that? Why, like if that didn't happen, that's really, really crappy.
Well, and it's either one of two things.
And you're saying that, don't you think, Brandi? Like
it either never happened or Bravo's paying enough attention to realize people don't want to see Kathy go down. And they're like, all right, we got to save this character because you have the Fabulous Five that are trying to control the whole show, and that's who people are really against. So either Bravo's protecting her or it just really never happened. Or maybe it did, and we're going to see it. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. But it's interesting. I feel like it's Beverly Hills is very, very interesting to me because it's like...
It's also a franchise Bravo cannot afford to lose.
Yeah, it's probably their biggest franchise, but I don't know. I think it's like kind of like everybody against like one or two people, every year. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Well, thank you guys for listening. Next week, I am so excited. We have Britt Madrid from the Bees In podcast. That is going to be our special guest. She is going to read our astrology charts. We're going to ask her questions. We're going to ask her the good questions like, is Lisa Rinna getting fired? Is Real Houses of Dallas ever coming back? She is going to give us all the astrology on our lives and everything that we want to know.
Yes.
Brandi, where can we follow you?
You can follow me at Brandi Redmond.
You can follow me at Steph Holman.
And you can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast.
Bye.